What's up, guys? How are you doing? I hope wherever you are, you're doing great. Welcome to our YouTube channel, your number one online communication platform. If you're new here, kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe to our videos. So, guys, today is a super special day because I'm having a very honorable, a very renowned guest by the name Peter, who is known for his good work. He's also known for being the founder and the CEO of Chapakazi Arts Production. So, guys, today we are happy to be hosting him. Karibu sana, Bwana Peter.
Thank you
Welcome,
so
welcome,
much.
welcome. You're looking amazing. Actually, it's my first time to meet you in person, and you're looking amazing.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah, karibu sana.
Nimeshukuru
You
sana.
mean with this humble in person, or maybe just trying to like play another character that is not yours?
No, this is me.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Peter, if I may go straight to the point,
All
you
right.
know, a lot of people know you as the CEO and founder of Chapakazi Arts Production.
Okay.
And they always say that you are doing an amazing work, artwork, and a lot of other works. Like, I'd just like you to introduce yourself, like, just for those who don't know you very well,
Okay.
try to tell them who you are and your main focus as the CEO of Chapakazi Arts Production.
Wow. As you put it forward, I don't think whether the CEO would be the best term to describe me, but since you choose to use the word, let me hone it. So therefore, I had this production, and Mutua Peter is my name. Born and raised in Ukambani, Machakos County. Went to local schools in Machakos. For high school, went for Kitui School. And a current student at the University of Nairobi.
Oh, you're still schooling?
I'm still schooling
All
at the
right,
University of
thank
Nairobi,
you.
the great
Oh,
University of
that's
Nairobi.
great.
Yes.
Okay, so Peter, if I may ask, like, where did this name Chapakazi come from? You know, people always have ideas of coming up with productions or maybe coming up with businesses and all that, but now the good name or the good way, best way to brand themselves can be a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
But for you, you just came up with this name Chapakazi. It really suits the production. Like, who gave you, or where did you get the idea of the name?
Well, the idea came from part of my upbringing because I've grown in a community whereby you have to chapakazi.
All
Whereby you
right.
have to work
Oh, the
hard.
Swahili name Chapakazi. Now you
Yes.
hate to like modify it, Chapakazi.
Chapakazi.
All right, now I get it.
It comes from Chapakazi because I've been forced to Chapakazi in life, and at some point I decided that owning a production by this name would be part of accomplishing the mission I have in life as a person and also in this industry.
Oh.
Kwa sababu everyone has a mission and a purpose in life to accomplish. And so therefore, choosing to use the name Chapakazi was part of accomplishing a mission which I was told by my mother that you must Chapakazi so that you achieve your dreams.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great, Peter.
Okay.
So, if I may ask, like, where did your journey start from? You know, before you start something, you have to start from somewhere first. Like, you have to start from somewhere, come up with the idea, and feel like, oh, I can do this. Let me just push myself and do it. So, where did your journey start from to this far?
Well, let me say that I became interested in acting when I was in high school, when a team came to perform in our school. And therefore, from that point, my interest in acting grew. And in fact, I would say that from high school, this was already in existence. Chapakazi began from high school, whereby in Kitui School, I had a friend of mine, a great friend known as Pascal. And he's actually a member of this production, and he is actually the co-producer to the production. That is where it began, and we started doing set books even in high schools. And we were doing in our own class, we would do set books there. And when we finished Form 4, and then we went to college and to the university and all that, we still said that the fire that was in Kitui School, we can also make sure that the fire continues burning. And so therefore, we met and said that we can go ahead and forge forward and make sure that it becomes a reality. That is how we began, and we've been doing great work.
Wow, that's
production.
good, Peter. So, you mean that the idea was yours?
Well, I'll not say that the idea was purely my idea, but the idea was ours. But now the name was my idea because, as I've told you, the name Chapakazi began when I was very young. In fact, I was called by the name Chapakazi even when I was in primary.
Right.
And so therefore, what just changed was that the idea, the initial idea from Chapakazi to Chapakazi, the pronunciation may be a little bit different. But I'd say that the idea was ours, but now the name came from me, and we saw that it fits our production and part of what we do. Yeah.
So, if I may ask, like, who motivates you, or who pushes you to like do this, or who pushed you? Where do you get your motivation from?
Well, everyone has their source of motivation from maybe from great people and all that. For me, it's different. I get motivation from me. I always ask myself whether I have really accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. You see, people set targets, people set dreams. Then time I look at myself and still see that I have not accomplished what I want to achieve, I then take it as a challenge to me. And therefore keep on pushing, pushing and pushing, pushing and pushing. And part of my motivation also comes from the place I come from. I see really I have to work hard, because if I don't work hard, really I doubt whether the dream and the purpose I have in this life can really come true. And so therefore the motivation comes whenever I open my eyes and look at our background and look at the family, then I get motivated. Part of these members also motivate me, because I have very good members, very cooperative members. Anytime I see their dedication and the sacrifice they are making for this production, I really feel motivated. And even if I have a reason to quit or to stop the production, I always feel that I am a little bit more motivated, because they always support me and they are always ready to work with me in times of challenges, in times of difficulties. They do not leave outside. And so therefore they also motivate me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you mean you don't look up to someone, maybe someone who has a great production, like great production? Maybe you don't look at them and feel like, I want to be like them, or maybe they motivate me, or maybe big actors and actresses out there, like they don't even motivate you.
Right now they do motivate me, but I was mentioning my greatest motivation.
All right.
I must mention my mom at this point, because the CEO of Pambazuka Production has been my mother for very long, since I finished Form 4. She's known as Veronica Moura. I must congratulate her for the part and the role she played in the person I am today. She supports me every time I need the support, encourages me, and always reminds me one thing, that Peter, for this production to go to the level you would like it to be, then you must remember that sacrifice is very key, very vital. So therefore, anytime I am thinking about this production, I always think of the Chapakazi being like Pambazuka,
All right.
where my mom is. And so therefore, she's one of the person I am looking forward to. And then time I am planning for activities of Chapakazi, I normally do them in a way that a few years time, our production may be like that of her.
Wow,
And so
wow.
therefore, she is the only person I admire
Oh.
very much. in
That's a
this
big
field.
shout out for her, right?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
she's watching right now. Veronica, if you are watching,
Yeah.
a big shout out for you.
Yeah.
So, if I may ask, like, this production, you said that it has been long in the industry, right?
Sure.
So, what are the kind of achievements that you had so far?
Well, we've had very many achievements, because we've done very many, shows. We've done set book shows across very big schools in both Eastern, Central, Western Africa. We've been in all parts of the country, I can say. And no one, including myself, would have thought that this Chapakazi, with this young person heading it, will make it to such levels. I say that part of these shows, we go even to national schools, extra-county schools, and very big schools, addressing a population and an audience of about 2,000 students. It's a great achievement. Still, we also do film, and we've done a few films. In fact, there's a film which is ongoing by the name Silabasi Ulimwengu. It's going to be dropping soon in our YouTube channel. And so therefore, we are also planning for mega events, but I'm saying that we've achieved much as a production, although they are not satisfied with what we may have wished to achieve, but at some point I can say that we are achieving, and we are aiming for more and more. For shows and the stage performances and all that, we are really growing as a production, and these are some of the achievements we are achieving. Yeah.
But then when did Chapakazi start?
Well, Chapakazi began in the year 2021,
Oh,
December.
so it's
Actually,
like
the exact date, I remember the exact date was the 21st of December, 2021. And it's very funny how this Chapakazi began, apart from the fact that it was an idea from Kitui School. Chapakazi just began from two people sitting down and saying that we start acting.
wow.
People will say that they began their productions with 1 million
A million.
shillings,
Yeah.
with very many. But if I were to tell you the amount we began this production with, you'd be shocked. Yeah.
How much? Can you just say the amount? Like you motivate someone somewhere out there.
How much do you think?
I think around 100,000 Kenya shillings. Way to start a production. You need a lot of things. You need equipment, a lot of things.
No, that is what you are saying. That is what you think. But of course, people have to start from somewhere. You think 100,000, everyone starts from somewhere. But we began at negative 5,000 Kenya shillings.
Oh, really? Wow. You guys are a big motivation to many.
In fact, we had to borrow money to begin the production.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying we began from negative.
And at
Sometimes
that
against
moment,
you.
you didn't know that the production will be successful.
In
You just had
fact,
to risk it all.
yes,
Wow,
they
that's
say that you
bravo.
must risk in life.
That's bravo.
And unless you risk,
Mhm.
you no risk, no gain. That's how they put it.
All
So
right.
therefore, I am one person who believes in risking. I will
Mhm.
risk 1,000,000 shillings, I lose, and I'll still smile. So I
Wow.
believe risking, whether you gain or not, it's about risking in life. So
Oh.
we decided to risk, borrowed money, and in fact, after risking that amount, it was never raised. We had cases to answer. We had to get ways of preparing this money. So therefore, but God has just been faithful. Yeah.
So, do you have the same members that you started with, or you had a change of members? You know, sometimes members can be so nini dramatic, not serious, and all that. So, at this point, do you still work with the same members?
Well, I'll not say that I work with all the members we began with, because in the journey they say that not all members are purposed to walk the full journey. It's normal. Some members had to quit on the way, and we introduced other members, and life continued. But I have some of the members whom we began with, and they are still in this production. And but most of them, I'd say that in times of challenges, they decided to walk away.
All right, they ran away from the
They
challenges.
just ran away and said they don't see the future
Oh
which
my
we are
God.
seeing today. So therefore, but they also, even up to date, they request to join.
They still want to
call
come
me,
back.
yes, can there an opportunity? And hot no, and then we tell them we gave you an opportunity, and then you decided because we are very low, maybe we are not at your level, you decided to run away. So therefore, most of them went. We have a few we began with, but now we have good members. At least of late, I have members who and say that they are really supportive and they understand their purpose in the production. And those times we would have members, and then they would just be existing, owning that they are members of Chapakazi,
Right.
but
So,
they yet to go.
okay, so right now, how many are you?
We are around 30 to a
Oh,
member.
so that's the number that you want, or maybe you still want to add more, or are you just okay with the
Well,
number you have right now?
it depends, It depends with what we want to do. Probably, if for example, in this film we are doing, I may need very many more members
Okay.
of different ages.
So if someone out there, maybe he or she feels like they can act, or maybe they can fit in, they can just come.
Yes, they can come, but again, as they come, then let them know what they want.
All right. First of all, they should know what they want.
What
They
they
should be
want and
serious
why
with
they
it,
are
right?
coming.
All right.
Acting is about dedication, discipline, and self-sacrifice.
Yeah,
If you cannot sacrifice, and if you are not disciplined about acting, I can assure you that you'll go nowhere. We've
Right.
experienced very many downfalls. The reasons for these downfalls are because sometimes we give up. Sometimes we are not serious. So as they come also, they also must understand that they are coming to act and they are coming for serious business, because Chapakazi is about serious business. Chapakazi is about focus. Chapakazi is about determination and self-sacrifice. Unless they can do that, there's no space for them. But if they can,
Yeah.
they are very most welcome.
So for the production to grow to be this big, like you must have been passing through some 1 to 3 challenges.
Sure.
So what are the kind of challenges that you as the CEO, or maybe as the members of Chapakazi's production, like you facing?
Challenges are many, and in fact, we face real challenges. I'll say that real battles, and most of them are founded on finances. Because at points we need to do big things, which probably we may not achieve, simply because the amount we have is too low. And so therefore, finance is one of the big challenges we face at times, because at times we also need to do something very, very impactful and very major. But now, because we may lack the enough money and enough funding, we end up failing to do it, and or rather to deliver exactly what we would have wanted to. Sometimes we also face a challenge of, not all members wish you good. Some people will spread rumors, some people will drive narratives, some
Yeah.
people will create stories, maybe to put you down.
To tarnish the name of the production.
Exactly. And these are very common things we've been experiencing in Chapakazi. But together with my members, we've been doing anything possible to make sure that we safeguard our name, our brand. So these are very many challenges we are facing. And anytime these challenges arise, my members are always on board.
Right.
And they are ready to offer solutions and others.
But you've talked about finance, and always hear that, out there we have a lot of sponsors, who are always there to help people like you who are starting out production, maybe to sponsor different people whom they see that they have talents in different ways. So you want to say that until this moment, you've not been sponsored by anyone?
Well, you see, and I also believe that sponsoring is a choice. There's something we call full sponsorship and partial sponsorship. What I'd say that we get some partial sponsorship from well-wishers. Some people really come in and support us in a way or the other. And I mentioned a good example of Mom Veronica. Sometimes it helps financially. We have another member of parliament from Embu. The rest of it is known as the Engineer Nembat Muriuki. He's one of the people who supports this production very, very, very seriously, and I must appreciate him. Engineer, you are doing a very great work to support this production. Ma'am Veronica, we are very, very grateful for that. But I'd say that with more people like this production could really achieve the targets and the visions we have as a production, because they are supporting us, yes, but now we need, I would say that because most of our members are not to the level where they are earning and all that. So therefore, we really depend on these people to support them. In fact, if there is anyone else who is wishing to support us, to sponsor us in
They should
any way,
reach out to you.
please, they can reach us to us, and then they overhead kind of support to the production. Yeah.
Oh, okay, wow, that's great. I really wish that you get a lot of sponsors to be ready to help you grow, to be able to help you financially and maybe in one way or another. That's what I pray for you. Okay, another thing, like right now, you said that the production has been in the industry for how long?
Like 5 years.
Okay, for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And all this time we've been going through challenges, ups and downs and all that. And so right now at this moment, I think you have a vision of what you want from this production. So where do you see yourselves in the next 5 years?
5 years would be a lot of time. In fact, if you'd ask me in 2 years, I am seeing production at the level where Pambazuka is. You know, there's a production I admire. Pambazuka production and other big productions. So therefore, that is not even something which is supposed to take even 5 years. With the speed we are moving and the members I have and the support and the love I'm getting from my fans and from well-wishers, I am sure in 2 years' time, we are going to be in a better position. A position whereby we are not going to be struggling financially, a position whereby every member is going to be very comfortable in this production. A position whereby everyone is going to understand what Chapakazi, because I have realized that not all members know about Chapakazi production. So in those 2 years, I am very sure that the vision I have and the goal I have is that we be known everywhere, and that at least we are going to be somewhere where we are not struggling to film, to shoot films if we want to, a position where we are not struggling. Maybe if we need to travel to some place, all this and this and this, we are not really struggling.
All right.
Yeah.
And I pray that it happens.
Amen. And it
all
will
right.
happen.
So another question, like right now, a lot of people know a lot about Chapakazi. They know it as a production, and most of the people, when you tell them about the production, they always say it's about acting, it's about film and set books. So apart from film and set books, do you also do other things, or just only film and set books?
I'd say that Chapakazi is a jack of all trades. All right. Use that word, because we have very, very different talents in this production. We have people who can sing. In fact, we have songs people have sung, and they are in our YouTube channel, Chapakazi production channel. In fact, one of them we've just released the other day. A song named Chapakazi, iko pale YouTube. We have very many other singers. We have poets in the production. We have rappers. You know, we have dancers.
You also have rappers?
Yes.
Wow, that's great. Then I have a sister who can rap. I think I may refer her to you.
Refer her to us.
All right.
We will grow together. We have people who rap. And in fact, very soon we are going to be, in the next 3-4 weeks, we are having a rapping competition.
Oh.
We are going to be...
Where will it be? Or it will be communicated?
We will communicate very soon. We are planning on the same, because the rappers we have, they are as eloquent as in other categories. So Chapakazi is not about acting only. It's not about set book shows, not about film only. We have other different areas which our members are in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Sure. So we have a lot of people out there who see you as their you have people who motivates you, sure. But you also have other people who see you as their motivator. Okay. They want to be like Peter. They want to be like the CEO of the Chapakazi production. They want to start their own production, but they have fear. Like they don't believe in themselves. They feel like, oh, we can't do this. We can't do it. It's a little bit harder. So what can you tell them? Just look at the camera and tell them.
If you want to try a new thing, you'll always have fear. You'll always feel like it's not possible. We also feel the same. I also felt the same. But again, just ask yourself, what is going to be the consequence after trying this? Obviously, if you don't try, nothing is going to happen. But you never know. If you try, something might happen, and in 2 or 3 years, you may not know where you are going to be. Please, my advice and my word for this, if you really feel that you have a talent and you want to do anything in life, not even about acting, not about singing, anything you want to do in life, ask yourself what is going to happen if you do it. Obviously, we expect either positive or negative results. If you are getting positive results, you are growing and at least you are achieving your dreams. If you are getting negative results, of course, you are learning. And we are supposed to take these negative, challenges we're facing and all these and anything that comes across our way, we are supposed to take it as a learning. And so, therefore, I would say that they should go ahead and do it, whether with money, whether without. If you have a talent in singing, for example, go to studio, compose songs, go sing, even without money. And I am very sure that you are going to realize whatever you are doing. Don't just stay there. You are saying that, I don't have someone to support me. As you have heard me say, we started with a negative 5,000. We want to borrow money from someone. In fact, but we were forced to pay the money because it never brought the money. So I just say that just do what you think it can be done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you have maybe social media platforms or maybe handles where people can maybe follow you and see what you're doing and maybe support you? Or do you have maybe a specific number whereby people can call you and maybe give you support? You can just tell it or say it so that people can know.
Yeah, we are all over our social media platforms. And in our social media platforms, we are at Chapakazi Production. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere we are at Chapakazi Production. Go there, subscribe, follow, like, comment, and let us grow together in this production. In case you need, we are going to ensure that the number is here. In case you need to call us for any questions, for anything, you'll always contact us, and we are always going to grow together. Yeah.
Wow. So guys, you've heard it. Make sure that you follow Chapakazi's production in all social media platforms. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, Instagram, spread everywhere. So make sure that you follow them, subscribe to their YouTube channel, like, comment, share, spread the good message about Chapakazi production, and let's support this young man to grow his production, right?
Yeah.
So do you have anything else that you want to add before we wind up, or we should just wind up there?
Well, I may not say much. I just appreciate the opportunity to be interviewed by you. I am very happy, and to all members and all our fans, I just request that you continue supporting us, continue with that love, and wherever you hear the word Chapakazi, make sure you continue praying for us, and I am very sure that God is going to bless us all. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, that's great, Peter.
Yeah.
Actually, I always call you Chapakazi. I was about to call you Chapakazi, but
Yeah.
now I'm glad that I've known your real name. You are Peter Mtua, right?
Peter
Oh,
Mtua,
that's great. That's great, Peter.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you for coming to my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And till next time, you also I might call you for another interview.
All right.
So yeah, I would love to have as many interviews as I can with you, so that people can know more about you and can also know more about your production. So guys, this has been an amazing interview from the Mr. CEO himself, Dr. Peter Mtua, who is known to be the founder of Chapakazi Production. And guys, we just heard from his mouth. So make sure that if you have any support, make sure that you reach up to him through his number that has given out. And also you can go to their social media platforms, support them in all ways. Let's help this young boys and girls grow. Let's help them, their production to be a successful one, and your little support will be added more. Your little support will really help a lot. So till next time, thank you so much for watching us. Bye bye.